The Mahakumbh Mela, a name that echoes with the fervent prayers of millions, a spectacle of faith where humanity converges upon the banks of our sacred rivers. This year, as the Kumbh concluded in Prayagraj, we are left grappling with a stark reality. The very rivers considered holy, the Ganga and the Yamuna, bear the brunt of our devotion. The Kumbh, while a testament to our spiritual connection, unveils a darker side. It is a harsh reminder of the burden we place on our environment in the name of faith. The sheer scale of the Kumbh is staggering. Millions gather, driven by belief, yet this mass gathering leaves behind a trail of pollution that threatens the very sanctity we seek. The waters, meant to cleanse and purify, become carriers of contaminants. The air, thick with the aroma of incense, carries the stench of human waste. The challenge lies in reconciling our faith with ecological responsibility. How do we allow the river to fulfill its spiritual role without choking it with pollution? This is the question that must be addressed. The Kumbh becomes a microcosm of the larger environmental crisis we face.
Breaking news.
The most immediate impact of the Kumbh is the sheer volume of human waste generated. The influx of pilgrims overwhelms sanitation systems. Temporary toilets, often insufficient in number, lead to open defecation. Untreated sewage flows directly into the rivers. Official figures claim adequate sanitation facilities. They boast of sewage treatment plants operating at capacity, yet the reality tells a different story. The Central Pollution Control Board, CPCB, paints a grim picture. Water quality consistently fails to meet basic standards. Fecal coliform levels are alarmingly high. Clearly, the infrastructure struggles to cope with the demand. The result is not just an aesthetic nightmare, it is a public health hazard. The very water that holds spiritual significance becomes a source of disease. We pollute the waters we deem holy, a tragic irony that underscores the need for change. Human waste is not the only culprit. The Kumbh unleashes a torrent of other pollutants into the rivers. Pilgrims arrive with their everyday products. Soaps, shampoos, detergents, all used in massive quantities, end up in the water. The result is a toxic cocktail of chemicals that disrupts the delicate balance of the river ecosystem. A 2019 study showed a 200% rise in detergent contamination post-Kumbh. This contamination has long-term consequences, impacting aquatic life and leaching into the food chain. Then there is the scourge of plastic. Offerings, often wrapped in plastic, are tossed into the river. Single-use plastic bottles and bags add to the problem. The river, once a symbol of life, becomes choked with plastic waste. This plastic, non-biodegradable and persistent, will remain in the environment for centuries, a constant reminder of our unsustainable practices. We come to the river seeking spiritual cleansing, yet we leave behind a trail of pollution that is anything but pure. The issue is not about curbing faith or limiting religious practices. It is about recognizing that environmental responsibility is integral to our spiritual duty. The government has implemented various measures: increased waste management facilities, stricter regulations on plastic use, and awareness campaigns are all steps in the right direction. However, the CPCB data reveals the stark reality. Despite these efforts, pollution levels continue to exceed permissible limits. The infrastructure, though improved, is inadequate for the scale of the event. More importantly, there is a lack of awareness and a sense of complacency among both pilgrims and authorities. The Mahakumbh Mela stands as a powerful symbol. It is a reminder that our